Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a quick Q&A session. Once again, if you are interested in any stickers, there's a few stickers left. Go check out the description. Also t-shirts, I'm wearing it currently. This t-shirt is currently on sale, also in the description. So now that that's all out of the way, let's get on with the Q&A. So guys, I popped a Q&A up onto Instagram. My next goal is to get Instagram to 1,000 followers. But if you could get my Instagram up to about 1,000, that'd be brilliant. I'm going to put it, it'll be the top link in the description. Just press that, follow it. Let's try and get to 1,000. I just like a round number rather than 700 and something. And maybe I'll actually try and put content onto Instagram. Maybe, who knows. Anyway, first question is from Elliot ST200, who said, why the RT330 and not the S280? Two reasons. Number one, the cost of the RT330 second-hand from a very trusted person with extremely low miles on was too good to pass by. Second answer, the noise, whether you call it surge, whether you call it the throttle body opening and closing, whatever you guys say it is, I love it. The noise sold it for me. I haven't ever heard a turbo that sounds like this. So the noise sold it for me. At the end of the day, once you hit over 300, none of it really matters anyway. You're all basically in the same ballpark, and seeing that it's a driving experience and I enjoy my car as a whole rather than just straight line speed or spool time if you get hybrid. I like the fact that I have this noise while I'm driving, and it just makes the driving experience just so much better. So that is why I went for the RT330 and the Revo tune. Obviously, if I was to get a different tune, let's say TRS, I probably wouldn't have that noise of the throttle body opening or the surge, whatever you guys want to call it, because they can actually tune that out basically. So it's not specifically down to the turbo, it can actually be remapped out. So bear that in mind. Next one is from, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to say that name, Chimil Vitali, and he says, hi. Hey man. Oh man, some of these names. The next one is from Ganif Adri. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. What do you think of the EcoBoost? I think it's okay. It's a great starter car and it's a great iconic? What am I even saying? It's a great economy car, i.e. it's quite cheap to buy, it's quite cheap to run. It's got good fuel economy. I mean, it's nippy, it's a Fiesta still, it's got a good chassis. It's fine. I feel like when people start to put too much mods on a slow car, you're wasting your money. Make it visually nice, put an intake on it, leave it at that. Don't start engine swapping or turbo upgrading an EcoBoost like a 1 litre. There's no point. The car itself can't handle it, the gearbox can't handle it, you're going to waste a lot of money. Just save that money. Do visual mods, be happy with your car, drive it around, save money, either get an ST, I would say Mark 8 ST now, or move on to a different car that's a bit faster. But a lot of people waste a lot of money on those cars, and it's spooky because they put stage 2, stage 3 on and it just goes pop. Next question is from, I don't know who it's from, I'm sorry. Same question actually. What do you think of the 1 litre EcoBoost? I've answered that. Then we've got, what do you do with Autobeam products after finishing filming for them? So I'll do a quick overview. Obviously I'm sponsored by Autobeam. They send me items. I know I've always had the partnership with them that if I'm not happy with a product, I will go back to them and I will tell them I'm not happy with this specific thing. That's only happened once or twice on the occasion. One was a wiring length. It just seemed too short to do what you wanted it to do. So basically I requested them that you should probably change the wiring length. So they said, you know, once they've got the first batch out, they'll change that wiring length, make it a bit easier for everyone. So I work with them in the terms of, one, to market their products however I'm under no obligation to tell you lies, or it's, you know, it's not a paid promotion as such. So they're not paying me to say good things. They're simply giving me a product to review almost, and to make an installation video so it makes your guys' lives easier. The products that I receive, most of them are still on my car. There's a few products that aren't on my car at the minute. For instance, the RGB LED headlights. The only reason for that is because I was in the winter. I put HIDs back into my car because I prefer the output of HIDs. I will always vow to this. HIDs will be the most powerful output. So when you're driving in bad winter weather, I will put HIDs in my car. Now that we're coming back into summer, I will probably go back to the RGB headlights. So the LED plus RGB function, as they were wicked. They were really, really good. So at some point, I'll probably be switching back to them. The products that I don't use, so obviously that's just in storage, like first world problems. I have too many headlight bulbs. Some of the products that I wouldn't use, sometimes I do giveaways with them. So for instance, what one was it that I done a giveaway on? I think I had possibly an RGB fog light, because I prefer just the indicator fog lights. I'd done a giveaway of those fog lights, and occasionally Autobeam will send me products to do giveaways with. So if it's a brand new product release, they'll send me an extra one and say, you know, do a giveaway with this. So just a bunch of different stuff that we do with Autobeam. Very last resort, I'll send it back to them. But I'm sure they'll prefer me to just do a giveaway, because once again, it promotes their products more. It gets their name out there more. So that's probably what they would prefer. Next question, what car would you like to have after the Fiesta? And that's from R7 KLS. It's a real hard one. I'm really in a weird place with my car right now. I adore it, especially since I've been driving a van every single day, and I've only driven this car like for 10 minutes. I'm probably up to about half an hour in about 5 weeks now. I'm loving this car so much, driving it again. But I do want to move on at some point. Hyundai i30N, Focus RS, Mercedes AMG A45, BMW M2, maybe M3. I think that's it. A Golf R if I really wanted to just have a square box. They're my 5. I'm so torn between them. The Hyundai i30N I've always loved in that blue colour. It's really, really nice. Focus RS, I want to learn how to drift, and having 30% to the front, 70% to the rear on drift mode would be awesome to learn to drift. BMW M2, M3, I just like them. Rear wheel drive, we can drift. Obviously on private roads and tracks. I can't remember the other ones that I said now. I can't remember the other ones. The other ones, I mean, obviously I don't care about them that much. But yeah, they're the cars that I've got in my mind. However, I really want to keep this car. And I really want to make this car into like a track car. But it's so much money invested in it, and like it's a big old like chunk of money that's just kind of sitting here as a track car, not doing anything, if you know what I mean. So you'd have to then buy track days, buy track pairs, and all of a sudden your money just goes up and up and up. It's scary. So obviously I'm at the point now where I do want aftermarket alloys, but everything else is fine. I want aftermarket seats and harnesses, but the moment you start doing that, you've gone down a route of pretty much no return. Like you start stripping everything out, there's no return after that. But I do want harnesses. I must admit, I do want harnesses. But yeah, we'll see. What car did you come from before the Fiesta? That was from EWXN Chapman. I had a Toyota Corolla, which was my first owned car. My first actual car, I was car sharing with my dad, and it's still the same car that's on the drive that you've probably seen. It's that orange Ford Fiesta Mark 6. God knows how that car's still going, but it is. So yeah, so that was the first car share I done, and then I bought a Toyota Corolla. That thing was an absolute tank and had nothing wrong with it other than a rally exhaust, because it had a hole in it at one point. I bought it for like £500, I think. I'm not 100% sure. and it got scrapped for £100 at the garage because I couldn't be asked to drive an hour. So I picked up the new car, didn't want to drive an hour home, pick someone up, drive an hour back to pick up my car, to drive it back, to then try and sell it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Probably a waste of money. I should have brought it back, but I just went scrap value. Which is really sad because I had just put a new exhaust on it, and it had cost me like 200 quid. So basically there's a brand new exhaust on it, I scrapped for 100. Mental. Why RT330? I've kind of already answered that. And do you have any plans of going big brakes? Currently the brake setup I have personally for me is fine. I've got the EBC USR discs, the blue stuff pads which are more track focused or actual race focused, hence they don't just wear out after a few laps. That's the thing I've noticed with the PBS Pro pads. Or some PBS pads, some other pads as well, obviously, like the EBC yellow stuff. They're more for like track sessions, so they're awesome stopping power, but you'll just wear through the pads like so quickly. I've now done a whole track day on my blue stuff pads, and I mean they're still like meaty, they're absolutely fine to go. They're awesome. I have no plans on upgrading. I can stop. I've proven that now in the track video. So I probably won't be upgrading to big brakes unless I turn it into a dedicated track car. Are you planning on getting new wheels, colours, type, etc.? I keep looking at Sparco Trofeo 4s. I've always loved them. I've always loved the bronze colour. So yeah, it's probably going to end up being bronze, but also gloss black or like gunmetal grey would look pretty sweet. So they're my like loved wheels. Maybe I'll put a little picture up here. So they're my loved wheels. I also love Bowler CSRs. I love the concave look. I really love the concave look. And is it XXRs 521s? Once again, the concave ones. I'll try and get pictures once again up here. But they're my preferred wheels. Obviously gloss black would go with the rest of the car because I'm literally white and black everywhere. But maybe we can switch things up, get some like gold pinstriping and stuff, or I don't know, switch things up a bit if we needed to. It's not the end of the world, is it? Next question, does the difference from standard to Peron Plus 1 feel the same as going 1 Plus to 2 Pro? No. Basically. 1 Plus was awesome. Switching, I think you could go with any tune, and if you get your car tuned to stage 1, it's amazing. The smallest difference is from 1 Plus or 1 stage 1 to stage 2 or 2 Pro. That is the smallest difference you'll notice. There is still a difference, but on road performance and stuff, there's barely nothing. I actually noticed a bigger difference going from 2 Pro to Revo 2 and the way that the power was delivered. So yeah, there wasn't that much of a difference. I would personally save your money and go either straight stage 3 or just be happy with stage 1. Don't get into the mindset that you have to go stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Especially don't get into the mindset of buying, let's say, a small intercooler for stage 2 and then thinking, I'm going stage 3, I now want a bigger intercooler, so you spend more money. Don't get into that mindset. Next car or dream car? I mean, dream car's a spooky one. I'm not sure dream car wise. I'll have to get back to you on that one, but obviously, like I said, next car, we've answered that one. Like Hyundais, just because of that blue. I like the blue. BMW M2 M3 just for drifting. I think I might just be jealous of Warren at WG Motorworks and his car, to be honest. When are you visiting when are you visiting WG Motorworks again? I hear they're amazing. I wonder who that question's from. Warren, I am coming back to you very, very soon. Once this pandemic's over, we're going to film some stuff. We have some stuff that we need to get done. Secondly, my brother wants to come see you, and he's got a Porsche GT4. So if you fancy putting his car on the dyno, could be a video. Just saying. Have you kept the Autobeam underglow on? Yes, the Autobeam underglow is fully on the car. The only thing that I've done is I've removed the fuse. So I found that with me not driving this car as a daily anymore, I had drained my battery. And the only thing I could put it down to, or the only thing I've changed, and it hasn't happened since, is the underglow. So I removed the fuse from the underglow just while I'm not using it. At the end of the day, I'm only going to really use the underglow for photo shoots or video purposes, or car shows. I'm not just going to drive around with underglow on personally. Obviously you can do that. It is legal to do that as long as you use the correct colours underneath your car. But yeah, so it is still fully on the car. It's all strapped up, all fine, all perfect to go. I've just removed the fuse to stop my battery from draining while I'm driving my work van, pretty much. When will Autobeam let you review their new HID kit? Autobeam, I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm ready to use your HIDs. Just hit me up. I'm ready. I would like to personally do it. I'm at the point now where it would be almost unfair to the other company. I still have a lot of respect for Xeons Online, a ton of respect. They make awesome products. We've never had a falling out. We just kind of went separate ways. So yeah, bear in mind, Xeons Online are there. They make wicked products, but their HID kit has been awesome. I've always loved it. Obviously the HID bulbs on this car are semi-old now, probably like a year old. HID bulbs, basically their graph does this in terms of light output. So as life goes on, whatever you call it, lumens drop. So bear that in mind. So obviously Autobeam HID kit, it probably would always be better. However, I would have no way of comparing that to a different kit at the minute. My dad says, can you cook? Yep, I can cook. I'm just too lazy. How often do you top up your oil? I hardly ever top up my oil. I don't need to. My car doesn't seem to burn oil at all. I do check it, and it's currently sitting around halfway. But yeah, I mean, I do oil changes every like 6 months. But yeah, I mean, my car doesn't get driven enough now to have to change the oil that much or top up too much. So that's a thing. And the final question is, where can I buy your merch? Oh, funny that. That is actually a legit question. Like I said, merch and stuff in the description. So if you want to buy merch, it's always in the description. It's always there for you. And the support you guys give me with that is amazing. So thank you very, very, very much. I've hit over 2,000 subscribers now, which is spooky. So yeah, thank you so much for all of that. I hit 1,000 subscribers in 9 months, I think it was 9-10 months, and I've hit 2,000 subscribers in another 6. So maybe 3,000 subscribers in another 3, who knows. But anyway, give me ideas of content, guys. I must admit, during this lockdown is hard. The amount of YouTube content creators out there that are just creating absolute crap. I don't really understand how they have so many views, and even when I look at the comments and the amount of complaints that they're getting, and they still bring out crap. And you guys, or I say you guys, a lot of people, and yeah, a lot of people still watch their videos just to comment bad stuff to them. So yeah, that's interesting. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. There is another track video ready to come out. To the one guy who had negative things about that track day, you've got to remember that when everyone's doing from 60 upwards on the track, it might look slow, but it's not slow. I was hitting 130 miles an hour at the end of that pit straight, and I would recommend watching the vlog and watching some flybys of my car compared to others. You will see the speed difference between my car and theirs on the straight. So bear that in mind. But anyway, just had to get that off my chest. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, subscribe down below, leave a comment what you want to see on this channel, and who knows what I'll do in my car. Will I sell it? Will I not? Who knows?